Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is June 12th, 2024. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report, and we want to get into a few things and update our YouTube subscribers like we have our newsletter subscribers. Oh, before I forget, people said we'd like to see your face. There's me right there on the website, okay? Just for reference purposes. Let's look at GameStop here. Let me make this full screen, show you guys what's been going on here. Okay, where's it? 994. It started at 994. You can see in the red we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the bigger wave 1, 2 decline, wave 3 up, 4 decline, wave 5 up for the larger degree wave 1 at 80. Okay, now we have a lot going on from there. Okay, see we have a deep wave 2 retracement to 1770. So look at this, it went from 994 in mid-April to 80 in mid-May, exactly a month. That's 9 to the second power, if you will. And then we go from 80 on, let's see what day was that, May 14th, down to 17 a week later on May 24th. Okay, from there we've got this, okay. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in black to make the larger degree wave 1. We've got a wave 2 decline to here. So wave 3 should go above the wave 1 high. By the way, this is another deep retracement, 786. So as you can see, and I think that went down to, what is that low there? 2438. So yeah, from 67 down to 2438. Let me just 2438, put that in down here as a marker. Okay, 24.38, there we go. And now it appears to be on the way up again. We'll see how it goes, but that's what we're looking at there, a series of 1s and 2s at a couple different degrees of trend. If this count is right, it should go above the 6750. If it's wrong, it'll go below this wave 2 low down here, which looks right around 20 or 20.10 and or 17.70. Always ask yourself whenever you're trading or making a chart, where is it wrong? Okay, that's where the bullish count is wrong. The bearish count is wrong when it goes above 6750. Okay, that's the latest on GameStop. I'm going to look at the US10yr. Okay, let's have a look here, because lots going on that, and I'm going to leave this in hourly mode so we can see what's going on here. Okay, we had a wave 3 up there. I'll zoom out and make it a bigger degree of trend. Sorry, lost it there. Okay, but we have a 1 up here. Let me get it in. A 2 down here, a 3 up there. We were in 4. This is, I haven't updated it since today. Okay, the 4 was here between the 382 and the 500, but look at that, it hit right at the 50% retrace and it's still above the wave 1 high. So we can pull that down here to that wave 4 low, and that'll give us new targets there. Those are going to be off by a little bit. Here I had a 4.946, should be 4.914. So let's redo that. 4.914. Okay, a little shorter target. There we go. Okay, we'll see if that 4 holds. Okay, it should hold above that wave 1 high, which is back here, which is in between the 618 and the 50% retrace. Okay, let me escape out of that and let's look at the daily. It's going to be a little more crowded, but there's the crowd right there. Okay, but we'll try to get that in pretty quick here. Okay, make that full screen. There we go. There's that 4 down there. You can see this 3 equals 1 over here. Line that up. There we go. That's our larger degree wave 3 target, where there's a 1 up. There's a 2 down. That's the 3 target there, 5.551. And then the larger degree, which is off the screen, wave 3 equals wave 1 at cycle degree at 7.255. So even with the move down today, it's still intact. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so let's move on from there. Let's look at the ES here. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's get into here. Let me we have some EMAs there. We'll get those off, and we have some stochastics there. Some people have said I don't use anything else. I do use those, but it's number 1 Fibonacci, number 2 Elliott Waves for me. I do use those as verification of the count. Okay, speaking of the count, here we go. Here we had a low target here of 52.05.50. It hit 52.04.75 from there. I put a little shade in there to differentiate the degree of trend. Okay, we have a 1 up, a 2 down, a 3 up, a 4 down. Okay, and then we had an upside trigger 53.85.50. If it went above there, we had a target of 54.41.75. As of now, it's still above there at 50. Yeah, that's still right. 54.53.50. Okay, well, we printed that up yesterday or a couple of days ago. We had a downside trigger target there. Obviously, the trigger was not activated, which was the wave 1 low. It still could be. We're at halftime today. First half was the CPI number. Now it's halftime. Second half is going to be the Fed and the conference by Powell. So we'll see how the second half plays out. First half was up. Second half could be more up or it could be down. We have our triggers and targets both directions, so we know where it's going. Okay, or we know where it will go once our triggers are activated, then our targets are achieved, which you see here. Okay, so that is the hourly bar right there. Do I want to go any lower than that? Well, yeah, we could. You know, we're looking at this here again. I'll get those technical things out of the way so you can have a little better view. Okay, here we had an ABC correction, 1 up, 2 down. This is 10 minute, my apologies. And this is Tuesday going into Wednesday. There's Wednesday's open, which was the wave 3. You can see we have a higher target right here of 54.79.75 on the 10-minute chart. 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, and a 5 there. There was a 4th wave triangle before a 5th wave high. Triangles are always easy to spot. So that's what's going on there in a 10-minute. We've gone up. There are higher targets. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this is where you get 1 up, 2 down, 3 up. So 5 equals 1 up here on that shorter term. We had a different 5 at the bigger degree of trend on the hourly. Speaking of that, let me show you guys our market close from yesterday. Make sure that's it. Yeah, June 11. Okay, we had a market close report. This is what we put out, or published. The upside trigger was activated. Trigger was it was right at the close too, and I didn't think they'd make it that easy for the traders out there, but they did. They took out that high. You can maybe see it right here. This is a hourly bar right before the close of the cash market. They took out that 53.85.50 high by less than a point, which activated that upside trigger. Okay, which we put out yesterday. Okay, so that gave our target. Put that in play. Okay, the 54.41.75, and this was a perfect 335. This ABC here, this is ABC for A. That's 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down. 335 correction. You can see it right there. That was obviously a 4. We just needed this to get above the wave 3 high. Wave 5 target 54.41.75. It's gone beyond that. That's the minimum. Actually, technically, the minimum is 5 goes above the 3 wave high, but that's where 5 equals 1, which is a common relationship. It can go higher, and it has gone higher, and there's a 1.618 above, which I think we got in today. There's all the verbiage on that, and that's all of our triggers and targets. We have lots of triggers and targets, lots of direct hits, and lots of gains. Okay, let's get into the July 12th report, which we put out this morning, before the open of the cash. Okay, that's the let's get the 12th. There it is, right at the open, market open. I think it was just after the open this morning. Okay, there's that. Okay, upside trigger activated. Upside target 41. At the time we did this, it was 43. 54, 43 and a half. It went higher. At that time, it was a direct hit. It was achieved this morning on the 12th. There you can see it right there. This is a few hours old now. It's in the afternoon, just before the Fed and the press conference. Okay, it should be interesting. But again, we have our triggers and targets in place. Okay, and that's at the higher target up there. I think I printed it out. There was a downside trigger and target. Where is the upside? Here we go. The Fibonacci 1.618 multiple lies above at 55.08 and a quarter. Okay, and that's that line out there that might be a little bit hard to see, but that's the 1.618 target for that wave 5. So if it goes up, that's our next upside target. If it goes down, we still have this downside trigger. So we're ready for anything and everything, up and down. Triggers and targets, they've been working well. Subscribers have been using them and doing very well with their trades. So there's our more recent right here. That was at 52.05 and 04, which I think is on the left side. Yeah, right over here of this chart here. So let me get this back into view here, and we'll get back to the bigger picture here. This is what we have. There is that the 55.0825 there. There is the downside trigger, which is the wave 1 high. Target will be below here. So on the downside, it'll need to take 5313.25 out first, and then obviously 5246, which will signal a move below 5204. We'll get exact downside targets when and if this thing takes out the trigger. But until then, it's been this way since last October. All the signals are up, all the triggers are up. There has been no downside trigger that has played out. There's 5, 6 steps. We've gotten to 3 steps on the downside, but never completion. So until then, the trend remains up. It keeps going up, higher and higher highs. We're looking for it every day. It's almost been, what, 9 months now. But we keep looking for a trigger. But until it's activated, the trend is up. We'll see how far this goes. We'll see what the second half of the day brings. It should be interesting. Could be a volatile day, both upside and downside. So far, it's volatile to the upside. You can see that. Is that a 1 hour bar? Yeah, that 1 hour bar there after the announcement at the CPI at 8:30 Eastern. Okay, we'll see where it goes from here. Thought we'd check in with you guys, get you up to date and ready for the second half. First half was fun. We'll see what the second half brings. Okay, take care, everyone.